What is going on, guys? It is Slain Soup back with another video. I know I haven't uploaded in about 2 weeks. I've been quite busy just with my personal life. Sorry about that. But also, I have, like I said in the update video, my last video, I'm playing new games. I'm gonna be playing CS:GO. I'm gonna be playing Overwatch. Gonna be playing a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff coming up in the future. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for everything that's going to come in the future because I'm going to be playing a lot more games. Gonna have a lot more fun with this, and just overall, just it's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be fantastic. So in this video, first off, it's gonna be a one hell of a video to edit because I have like 3 parts, like 3 clips that I got, and yeah, it's just gonna be a mess to edit for me. But anyways, to the topic of this video, if you read the title of this video, you would know that I'm gonna be talking about some pretty strange encounters I've had online, to be quite frank. I've had most of these have come from my Xbox days back when I did not play PC as much and I played a lot of Xbox One, specifically Rocket League. Most of these stories are going to come from because I played a lot of Rocket League and I had hundreds of friends on Xbox Live. It was such a fun time, but also with hundreds of people, and I'm not exaggerating, I literally just added anyone and talked to them maybe once or twice, but and kept them added for some reason. But when you meet hundreds of people every few days and add them as friends, there's gonna be some rotten ones in the batch, if you know what I mean. So today we're gonna take a look at those rotten boys today. So basically, let's start with one person in particular, one that stands out to me. Shift plays, and I'm not. He switched. What actually happened to him is he eventually switched over to the PS4, and so I lost contact with him. I still have all my old contacts on Xbox, so that would be quite funny to try and message some of my old friends. Anyways, getting sidetracked. So Shift, he was a shady boy. He was pretty shifty, if you know his name. It was well deserved. So he was pretty a pretty good friend. We played Rocket League quite often. He would get upset at me sometimes if I did pretty shit and made him deranked. Sometimes I would play shit, on purpose. I would be bad just to get him demoted because he pissed me off all the time. But for the most part, it was chill. I didn't see any reason for him to try and get vengeance on me for something, and it was nice. But until something specific happened that was a little, it raised some red flags, basically. And what happened is I mentioned my sister. All right, I have 2 sisters. I don't have that large of a family, and they don't live with me anymore. They've moved out. Maybe I'll save that for another video or whatever because I have some pretty great stories growing up. Let me tell you, but I'll save that for another video. So I have 2 sisters, and he's just like, hey, you know, do you ever find your sister hot? And I'm like, okay, this is gonna raise some really big red flags because this is like an Alabama level threat here. Okay, Alabama here. I kid you not. He literally says that to me, and I'm like, are you, are you okay? How would you? Because he's like, no, because like, one of your sisters is like, wow, she's really hot. Do you find her hot? Just like, dude, I'm not from Alabama, okay? Boy, I know and that was just like the first of many red flags that I probably should have picked up on. Just that, Shift, he's probably from Alabama, let's be honest, alright? You know, Looking back on it now, I could see it, all the way up there in Alabama. So yeah, that wasn't the best experience ever, and it kind of continued until it got to a point of harassment, always asking me stuff about, information about it, and I at the time was pretty young. I didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted to have some fun, play Rocket League, and every time I would ask him to play Rocket League and just relax and have some fun, he was just like, "Yo, let me hit up your sister." And it was weird until it got to a point where he somehow found her Instagram, and what he did was he shared it to everyone in our friend group, and then rumors spread, kept on spreading until almost like at least 100 people were like messaging me every single day on Nutspots Live to hook them up. And it was the strangest, most creepy experience because that is a personal part of my life out there for like 100 people being really, really creepy. And they would go on her Instagram and ask the weirdest fucking questions in the comments and constantly harass me and her Instagram page. And it was honestly at the time I didn't I knew it was kind of creepy and it made me uncomfortable, but I didn't know what the deal was. It was fine, you know? It was fine. Everything's fine, you know? It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I kind of sent a swarm of horny teenagers on my sister. Um, so that's an interesting story right there. That's that's one of them. And I have plenty more creepy ones, to be honest. I've spent a lot of years on Skype and Discord and Xbox Live, and so I have quite the build up, if I do say so myself. I don't. I still have those like shitty headphones that only have one earpiece to them, and they're like really uncomfortable, and like they're really flimsy and plasticky, and yeah, I still have one of those, and that's mainly what I used. What everyone used is just the default ones that came with it. But anyways, another time was there was this man, and I thought he was gonna be a good friend, you know? Like it was alright. It was alright. He seemed decently nice. And at the time I had a few problems, so I wanted to talk to him about it. But but then it was really weird because he started to ask me weird questions about myself, and I was smart enough at this time. The last story that I just said, I was pretty young, I was stupid, but I still am pretty stupid. Let's be honest. But at this time, it was real weird, cause I'm pretty sure he was gay, to be honest. I don't. He asked a bunch of like personal questions and stuff like, "Hey, like, what's your age?" And like out of nowhere, like it would be okay if it was in context with like the conversation that we were having at the time. I don't remember the conversation because it was a few years ago, but yeah, it was pretty weird. I mean, he was just like, "Hey, what's your age?" like randomly. I'm like, "Oh, I didn't say it. What I do is I used to give general ideas back then. So like, oh, I'm under 18 or some shit like that. And then it's just like, oh, cool, cool. And it's just like, hey, little boy, you a prime target for me, sir. But I ain't taking none of that shit. And what happened to him is I'm pretty sure that he actually got caught doing some shit. I don't know what ended up happening to him. Maybe he went to jail. Not for this, of course. I ended up blocking him. And moral of the story, if you can take anything out of these stories, is that be careful, be smart, and just have a good time on this planet. Don't waste it with pedophiles and people who want to see your toe pics. All right, just enjoy life and be careful on the internet. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming soon. Rainbow Six Siege, more Overwatch, anything you guys want, say it in the comments. I'm getting paid next week, so I could buy a new game. If you want to see any games, suggest them in the comments, and hope you guys have a wonderful day.